It's time for the second game of a four-game homestand here at Captain Dick Smith Field for the Washington Elite baseball team. Fresh off a 7-run comeback yesterday against Southern Virginia, the 10-10 Generals take to their home field to take on the top team in the conference, Shenandoah. The Hornets standing at 9-2 atop the ODAC, a half-game lead over Lynchburg for the top spot in the conference, while the Generals currently sit 8th in the ODAC standings at 4-9 here in 2025. Thanks so much for joining us here at Captain Dick Smith Field on the Washington Elite Sports Network. Ryan Connell with you for today's midweek clash in ODAC baseball. Every time he's got to the plate, he flew out to all three outfield positions the first three times out. Pickett ropes this one down the left field line, and that one is gone. A 3-run shot for Brody Pickett, and it's a 5-4 game. The 0-1. Pulled to third. Thornton diving stop. Throw across the diamond in time. The Generals win it against Shenandoah. Andrew Thornton with the defensive save at third base. And Washington Elite wins it 5-4. The 2-2 hit back up the middle, and that'll fall for a base hit. French gonna score from second. It's an RBI single for Nick Lagis. And the Generals retake the lead. It's 2-1. Horvath trying to get through 6 strong here against the Fighting Squirrels. The 0-2. Swung and a miss. Strike 3. The senior comes home. Gets some swinging. Strike 3. Ball game over. Generals win 4-3. Evan Blair records back-to-back strikeouts in the ninth as Washington Elite wins it 4-3. Bottom of the first inning here at Captain Dick Smith Field. 3-0 our score. Bridgewater in front of Washington and Lee. The Generals will send 1-2-3 up to the plate. Paul Ramsor, Campbell Charnecko, and Andrew Thornton in the top half of the lineup today for Washington and Lee. The middle portion, John Turner, Jack Belbot, and Nick Lagis. In the bottom 3, Mike Carpenter, Preston Larmore, and Camden Teague. For Bridgewater defensively here in the first, Suiters, Bauer, and Holland in the outfield. Smith, Hensley, Stavros, and Wallback. The infield with Harris behind the plate. And Chadwick as the DH. And on the mound is the junior right-hander from Louisa, Virginia, number 13, Lucas Cash. Cash comes home with a first pitch strike to Ramsor to start things off. Paul Ramsor to the leadoff spot today in the Generals order. Hit cleanup on Saturday, has been the top bat recently in Washington Lee's lineup. And he starts in a leadoff spot today. Nathan DeWitt just pitching today for the Generals. We've seen him pitch and DH a bunch this season for W&L, but today just sticking on the mound as the pitcher. Jack Belbot as the DH, and so they shuffle the deck with the lineup, and Ramsor's the one leading off. He pulls that one foul down the right field line. So it's 1-2 to the Generals right fielder. Paul with 32 hits in 96 at-bats this year, second on the team with 10 doubles. He's also driven in 19 runs this year. A lot of leadoff, especially last season for Washington and Lee, and even some during his first campaign with the Generals. Pitch misses well outside. It's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Ramsor, the team best 12-game hitting streak entering the day. He looks at the 2-2 for strike 3 called, as Cash starts him off with the strikeout here in the bottom of the first.
Now batting number 42, Campbell Charnecko.
That'll bring up the Generals catcher, Campbell Charnecko. Charnecko hitting .340 on the season. That's an even 34 hits in 100 at-bats. So very simple math there to figure out the average. The first pitch he sees from Cash is inside for a ball. Lucas Cash started last week against EMU in the midweek. Lasted 3 innings, gave up 6 hits, 3 earned, a walk, and struck out 5. He's had mixed results this season on the mound for Bridgewater. But his best start came a month ago. It was the day right before Bridgewater played Washington and Lee. He started against Mary Baldwin. 6 innings of 1 hit ball, no runs, 2 walks, and struck out 7. But every other outing since then has been less than 5 innings. Charnecko takes strike 2 at the knees, and it's a ball and 2 strikes. Especially with the fact that Bridgewater had to search for answers in the bullpen on Saturday. A lighter week, perhaps in the midweek of trying to use fewer pitchers, could do them well heading into the last week of the regular season. The offense giving Cash 3 runs of support before he even takes the mound today. A 2-2 here to Charneco. Thought about it and holds off as the count runs full. Now 3-2 the count to Charneco. Cash works from the stretch. He comes home with the 3-2, and it's inside for ball 4. So a one-out walk to Campbell Charneco gets the Generals a base runner here in the first inning. And that'll bring the third baseman Andrew Thornton to the plate for the first time today. Thornton, second on the team with a .352 average this season. Leads the team in a host of offensive categories. Has 14 multi-hit games this year. Leads the team in hits, extra base hits, RBIs, at-bats, total bases, you name it. Andrew Thornton's got his name pretty much next to it this season. A check swing fouled back off the backstop for strike one. Thornton has been really steady throughout his sophomore campaign, and here for the Generals, somebody that can slot in anywhere really from 2 through 5 in the lineup. He drives this one out to left field. That ball heading towards the wall. It'll bounce off the face of the wall. Charneco taking the big turn. He'll get the stop sign at third base. It's a stand-up double for Andrew Thornton. And the Generals have some life here in the bottom of the first. A ball that one-hops the wall in left center field off the bat of Andrew Thornton gives him his 15th double of the season. And the Generals have 2 men on, and the cleanup hitter, John Turner, coming to bat. Turner sliding up in the lineup to the cleanup spot today. Really helping to space out the left-handed bats in the lineup for the Generals. And he swings at the first pitch and fouls it out of play for strike one. You have 4 left-handed hitting options for the Generals, 3 of them in the lineup today. Ramsor, who leads off, Belbot, who bats 5th, and Camden Teague in the 9 spot. The righty, and Turner pulls this one towards third base, but into foul territory for strike 2. They're really trying to break apart the lefties with the string of 3 righties in a row against the right-hander in Cash. Oh, 0-2 the count to the Generals center fielder. He swings at a pitch in the dirt. I'll check the runner at third and then throw down to first for the second out, as Turner is retired via the second strikeout of the day for Lucas Cash. I'll bring up Jack Belbot. Still runners on second and third, and 2 gone here in the first inning. So Belbot, who has played more and more recently for Washington and Lee, has really been holding down the DH spot for the Generals. 10 hits and 33 at-bats now on the season. He'll lay off the first pitch in the dirt for ball 1. Belbot, a couple of doubles, a few runs batted in. Well, not in the lineup, really someone that's often used as a pinch hitter as well. Especially with DeWitt just pitching today and not DHing, that allows Coach White to utilize Belbot in the DH role. 2-0 the count to him. He takes a strike on the outside corner. Ramsor struck out looking. Charneco drew a walk. Then Thornton with the double to put runners on second and third. John Turner went down on strikes in 3 pitches. And now Belbot cuts through the 2-1 to even up the count at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Outfield playing straight away. Not much of a breeze here today at Captain Dick Smith Field, but little there is, it's blown out to left center field. The 2-2 home from Cash. A roller to the right side of the infield. Snared there by Valbeck. He'll take it to the bag himself and retire the side. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and 2 left. Into the second inning, Washington elite trailing Bridgewater 3-0.